The very latest coming in from those 3 districts that are going into polls today, 31 constituencies in the state of West Bengal. But yes, there was mild lathi charge which was used in the morning because where the locals are concerned, the BJP cadre was concerned. They were up in arms on this EVM and the VVPAT that was found at a TMC leader's house. I remember I was crossing Howrah on my own to come to Hooghly, and we were held up because the cops had come in on what was taking place at the back of the VVPAT and the EVM machine found. But viewers, West Bengal goes into the 3rd phase of polling today. 31 constituencies spread across 3 districts. Let me just break it down for our viewers. 16 seats in South 24 Parganas go to vote. 8 in Hooghly, where Polumi and I have been reporting. 7 in Howrah. Howrah is where this EVM machine has been found. Now, the fate of 205 candidates, including BJP leader Swapan Das Gupta, TMC minister Ashma Patra, and CPM leader Kanti Ganguly will be decided today. Voter apart from them, Diamond Harbour, Lok Sabha constituency held by political heavyweight and TMC MP Mamata Banerjee, will be closely watched as 4 of its 7 assembly segments will go to polls in this phase. Of these 31 seats going to polls on Tuesday, TMC won viewers, 29 of them in 2016 assembly elections, after it secured nearly 50% of the vote share. However, like we all know, 5 years is a long time in politics, and that is what is playing out. The BJP, that was a distant third in 2016, now breathing down the TMC's neck and giving it stiff competition. Now, where the Election Commission comes into question, to ensure a peaceful exercise, the EC has imposed Section 144 in all 31 constituencies. Moreover, 214 companies of quick response team are present to thwart any untoward incident. Till now, it's largely been very peaceful. However, a couple of incidents of violence were reported primarily from Howrah, where an EVM machine, a reserved EVM machine, was found at a TMC leader's residence.
दीदी बोले खेला होवे बीजेपी बोले महिलादेर उत्थान होवे दीदी बोले खेला होवे बीजेपी बोले जुब शक्तिर संपूर्ण विकास होवे.
All right, I want to cut across right now to my colleague Prema, who's joining us from Howrah for the very latest there. Well, whether it's Khela Hobe or Khela Khatam, we'll only know on the 2nd of May. But Prema, you're reporting from Howrah an incident of an EVM which was found this morning at the residence of a TMC leader. It was a reserved EVM, but a lot of fracas over that. There was mild lathi charge which was used. What are you witnessing?
Absolutely, Preeti. The mild lathi charge that took place in the area after an EVM machine was found in a TMC leader's house, and the BJP, of course, is not going to leave any opportunity to hit back at the TMC, especially when the TMC has already been sending out these feelers that it is the BJP supporters and in some cases even the CRPF that is preventing voters from casting their votes at the ballot box. In fact, when in Shampur, where I am in Howrah, over here there are allegations made by the TMC that the CRPF personnel is not allowing people to vote without a voter slip. Even if they have the voter ID card, they're not being allowed to cast their vote. Another allegation is that blind voters, those who are blind, those voters are not being allowed to cast their votes. So now this comes at a time when these reports have come to the fore that at a TMC leader's house there is an EVM machine found, and Trinamool Congress on the other hand making these allegations that TMC supporters or voters in general not allowed to cast their vote at the ballot box, and the central forces hindering the voting process when it comes to voters casting their votes, and not just here in Shampur, but in various parts of Bengal, where in the 3 districts the voting is taking place. There are allegations by the Trinamool Congress that somewhere it is the central forces and others, the BJP supporters, that are intimidating the voters to go and cast their votes. So a lot that is taking place since morning, even though what is being said, apart from this incident, that voting has been relatively peaceful so far, but lots coming in there from Howrah, that too in the morning, and central forces at the spot to take stock of the situation and to see what the situation is like in other parts of Howrah. Back to you, Preeti.
Well, yes, till now the flashpoint has been Howrah. We were actually held up at Howrah. We were making our way towards Hooghly. But appreciate you joining us, Prema. We're going to continue to come back to you. All 3 districts, viewers, and one must say it, have seen a lot of violence to the run-up to this election. So what we're expecting today, the central forces are expecting violence, but we would want to put it out there. Till now, everything has been largely peaceful, leave alone 1 or 2 incidents in the Howrah district. We're going to go into a quick break. To stay with me, news and updates continue on the other side.